Okay, so it seems like you guys really loved my other profection video that I did for the 8th house profection. It is a really great predictive tool used in astrology. So I thought, why not do another one for you guys? I have had obviously a lot of different profection years, and I really document my experiences quite well. And so I thought I'll just keep sharing my thoughts and opinions on what to expect for the profection year, and then my experiences. But obviously you do need to look at your natal chart, because that'll tell you how it is going to be for you. So we'll all have these profection years, but depending on where the ruling planet is and what it activates on and through your natal chart, then your experience is going to be probably a little bit different to mine, but some of the themes of that house and that sign will probably be the same. Okay, so this is my profection year that I had after the 8th house profection. So this one was from 2023 to my birthday in June 2024. As you can see, it is a Sagittarius 9th house profection. So I'm an Aries rising, so Sagittarius was my 9th house. And the ruling planet of Sagittarius and this 9th house is Jupiter, as you can see the little symbol down there. And I was 32 in this profection year in the 9th house. So whenever you're 32, you will have a 9th house profection. Now, when it comes to the 9th house, this is generally themes around travel. So especially long distance travel. So think somewhere out of your country, out of your, where you live, right? Somewhere overseas. Can be themes of higher education. Think university, college, any kind of master's degrees, honors degrees, those sorts of things. It can also be a year where you're really into philosophy, wisdom. Maybe you're really, really learning quite a lot and delving deep into some subjects and topics. It can also bring up themes around religion and those sorts of things because of the philosophy element. It can be a year where you meet mentors or work really strongly with mentors and people that are going to share their wisdom. So gurus, mentors, all of that sort of stuff can be activated by that 9th house. As well as legal matters, because the 9th house can link to courts and legal matters and judges and lawyers, those sorts of things. And finally, another very common theme that I do see with 9th house is things like publishing. So publishing books, publishing some kind of creative project. So keep that all in mind, but it does link to foreign travel, linking with foreign cultures, people, those sorts of things. Now for me, my natal Jupiter is in Leo in my 5th house, and it is very, very close to Mars, which is my chart ruler. So my Jupiter is roughly 10 degrees and Mars is probably only like two and a bit degrees away from that. So we can definitely tie in elements for me personally with this experience, using this as a predictive tool of the 5th house, which can be things to do with children. It can be small businesses, creative projects, romance, dating, fun, pleasure. And Jupiter is very expansive. It's very benefic. It brings, good luck, blessings, growth, especially if there's nice aspects. So in my natal chart, that Jupiter is actually opposite Saturn, which is in Aquarius in the 11th house. So the 11th house links to your online audience, your audience, so your followers, that kind of thing. It can also link to groups, the groups that you're a part of, your community. It links to humanitarian themes, and your friends. So friends, groups, all that kind of stuff is all that 11th house energy. Saturn rules my 10th house of career, reputation, and that 11th house of friends and the groups that I'm a part of, especially online friends, because it's Aquarius energy. And because it is opposite my Jupiter, that's a tug of war kind of energy. So it's not as hard as a square, but it is not as easy as a trine or a sextile aspect wise. Oh, I forgot to mention the 11th house links to your big wishes and dreams and hopes as well. Now, going back to the 9th house, we did cover the 9th house themes, but Sagittarius energy is very adventurous. It doesn't like rules. It likes freedom and adventure. It's very curious. It's very much thirsty for knowledge. It wants that wisdom. It very much gives a gypsy nomad vibes as well. Think about hiking and just having the freedom to travel and do what you want and explore different cultures. Very much party energy as well. People with strong Sagittarius energy are really fun. There's a lot of humor. There can be just this sense of being carefree, partying, meeting people, very fun energy. But again, you learn a lot. It's very much that Sagittarius energy is very, very wise. It's all about learning and getting knowledge and kind of growing and expanding, right? So from 2023 to 2024, my birthday in June 2024, the experiences that I had with this ninth house profection year, keeping in mind you do need to look at the transits and things that are going to activate that ninth house and also the ruler, which is Jupiter. But for me, the common themes that come up were I decided to create some projects. Let's just say they're based around learning for children. And I'm trying not to give too much away because I actually haven't published these things yet. So some people that are very close to me probably know what creative projects I've been working on, especially the ones that link to children and things that I'm really passionate about. But that's when I really started to take these things seriously and started doing my writing for these projects, creating as much art as I possibly could, which is super exciting. And I really hope that I get to release these projects. I just feel like they're not quite finished yet visually with the art. So ideas, writing wise, these creative projects are all done that I worked on in this year. However, trying to find the right way to create them and make them visually the way that I envision them so that they will be absolutely beautiful. But that's one theme. I created something, which is very fifth house. It also links to my hobbies, which is fifth house, and things that I really enjoy, like skills and hobbies. And I was very inspired by my friends and the groups of people that I was meeting online. As you guys know, I'm an astrologer, very much into the spiritual side of things and psychological side of things. I am a qualified counselor. I did a Bachelor of Arts majoring in psychology with a double minor in behavioral studies and sociology. So I love those groups of people online. I love to talk about those things, learn about those things, and create creative projects around those areas. There was also another area that I really focused on this year from my birthday in June 2023 to June 2024, that 12-month perfection year that was this ninth house Sagittarius energy. And that was that my spiritual astrology business started growing really well. I was meeting so many like-minded people and friends through the internet, through social media, which is very much that 11th house energy. And Saturn, right? Because it rules my 10th house as well, of like friends and groups and then work and career. But it also ties into that 5th house because these people were people that connect with me and the hobbies and the values that I have and the beliefs that I have. The beliefs is very, very Jupiter energy, like shared beliefs. And because it is conjunct my chart ruler, which is Mars, they were really liking me as a person, me being authentic. I really got to build myself, like my branding, the branding of myself and my business, really. And things just started taking off really well. I was able to collaborate with some really nice people online doing small little astrology posts and bits and pieces. But really, I got to take those 5th house topics, those skills, those hobbies, those creative projects, and share them online with groups of like-minded people and friends and start to grow my business and connect with more clients online. The one holdback was that Saturn opposition energy where I had so many creative ideas. I felt so inspired. I was learning so much information. I was connecting with so many beautiful people online. However, I just didn't have the time to actually work on all of the projects and things that I wanted to and finish them and complete them because I actually did have to go to my other job. Unfortunately, you need money to pay bills. We are in a very materialistic world and I needed to work to pay my bills with my husband. So that meant a lot of my time wasn't actually able to go into those fun creative projects. I had to be a little bit more realistic and practical. Saturn was making me be very responsible and actually go to work, make some money, and then also work on the side behind the scenes on these creative projects and collaborations with friends and meeting new people and networking. And finally, one of the last things that happened, which actually started in the perfection year before this, so that 8th house perfection, is in my 8th house perfection, started really thinking about money, investment, and legacy. But when I moved into the 9th house, I actually started taking more action on trying to find a way to be able to be a stay-at-home mum and still make money. And my husband and I had spoken about opening a gym for such a long time. We both love the fitness industry. He's a qualified personal trainer, even though he's a tradie. He does personal training on the side. He loves the gym. We both enjoy fitness and eating healthy. Our whole relationship actually kind of started around the gym and going to the gym together and building a friendship. And a lot of our friends go to the gym, so it's a big part of our relationship. But short story, we found a spot. But after lots of money being invested, a lot of meetings, a lot of legal contracts, we just couldn't make it work. And so that was that legal side of things with the ninth house.